Like many of you, I took the road behind Goodsprings, and like many of you, I was completely wrecked. You already know the bastards I speak of, but let's hear the name anyway. Cazadores, one of the biggest flying insects to be found in the Mojave, ranging about the place at creepy levels of swiftness, always waiting to prey on some unsuspecting traveller and completely fuck up their day. Entering an area where they dwell is like entering the hood. You're gonna get wrecked something fierce. But where did these things come from? Were they a natural mutation, or something else entirely? Let's find out. First, what the cretins look like. Well, they look like that thing that when it comes near you, you freak out and look like someone having an episode to anyone who doesn't know what beast you're dealing with. I speak, of course, of the wasp, the cunt version of bees. Sting you just cuz. Cazadores in particular come from a wasp called the tarantula hawk wasp. Yeah, you heard me. These things are so dangerous they had to be given the name of the biggest nope insect and a massive bird of prey. These things have the second most painful sting of any insect in the world. The first is an insect so deadly it's named after ammo, the bullet ant. So now we know where the shits hail from, but what are the details of their anatomy? Well, an average adult is about 3 meters long, with the young ones about half of that. They have big red eyes, so you know what the last colour you will see on this good earth will be. They have flamboyantly orange wings as well. Now this colour palette in any insect is usually meant as a warning sign to other animals. Don't fucking touch me. You will regret that life choice. With Cazadores, this seems like a reasonable thought process, as they are quite poisonous, wherein, even at high levels, a pack can quickly bring you down. So the colours most likely act as a warning to anything that would try and prey on them. They move quite erratically too. Their flight path is very hard to predict, making groups of them a pain in the fucking hole to deal with. Crippling them is quite an effective means to bring them down. However, they crawl after you very quickly and can still do significant damage. Their antennae seem to function as a means of detection as much as their own sight does, as, if crippled, they go into a frenzy. If this occurs, they attack all around them, disregarding anyone or anything. Selfish cunts. Their brain is either very small or located in an odd section of their bodies, as headshots do not cause the extra damage that they do to other creatures of similar anatomy. They make their nests in cliffs or valley-like regions. They shove wood fibre down deep into their gobs. They mould it into a paper-like pulp and make their nests with it. The nests are comprised of large amounts of this gobbed paper, with holes dotted around it to allow the Cazadores to snuggle up at night and dream about murdering people for kicks. If you see one of these, you're probably already dead and you just weren't aware of it at the time. They can always be found near them, moving in erratic patterns, and there has been some talk of going near the nest automatically making them aware of your presence, but I tested this and I found no evidence of this claim. So they prowl about the waste, usually confining themselves to the more mountainous regions, such as the cliffs in the Mojave or the deep ravines and crevices that can be found in Zion Canyon. So they're quite widespread, and given that they are insect of flight, this is not terribly surprising. But where did they actually originate from? Are they nature or nurture? Or the question that we're all thinking: was Voltec footering around again? Nope. This one had nothing to do with them. It does, however, have everything to do with Big MT. Without getting too much into it, Big MT was a research facility before the war. Now it is run by the former scientists, now brains in a jar. The think tank, pun completely intended. Among them was one scientist, Doctor Borous. This fine fellow was head of animology, beastology, and DNA scrambling technology. These are all made-up sciences, by the way, and if they thought you were real, you deserve to be stung in the frontal lobe by a Cazador. So this guy loved splicing things, and it was this splicing that led to the creation of the Cazador. Now, what exactly they were spliced with is unknown. My best guess, a shed load of growth hormones were probably injected into some tarantula hawk wasps. And voila! Killing machine. The exact lab from which they originated is most likely Z-14 Pepsinae DNA splicing lab, or however the frig you pronounce that, as it was led by Doctor Borous, and contains within many Cazadors. Among them is Specimen 73, stronger than your average Cazador, with more health than even the legendary one. Its speed, however, is what makes it really dangerous, surpassing normal Cazadors by quite a large margin. Their territorially fighting with the Night Stalkers can also be explained by Big MT. Since both were created here, both would have been in close contact and competition for food for a long time, and this behaviour has stayed with their descendants. just a few more things. First, I think their preference of caves, cliffs and valleys can also be explained. There used to be a mountain above Big MT, until a certain accident balls it all up. This means that when they were first created, they had a roof over their heads, which even now may be an instinct for them to seek out. Next, according to the Bible of the Lord and Emperor of Hardcons, Randall Clark, blessed be his name, the Cazadores may have been, at one point, a lot smaller than they currently are. Now, there are a few contradictions and explanations of this. When Honest Hearts came out, Old World Blues wasn't, so saying that they could have been affected by radiation and grown even bigger was a valid line of reasoning. However, this is fucked up by the presence of Specimen 73. Given how shit everything looks in Big MT, and that the door leading to it was locked, it's been there for a long time, maybe before the first Cazadores got out. If so, that would mean one of two things. The writers fucked up and that particular entry is not canon, or the specimen is what Cazadores were meant to become and radiation finished the job. But I suppose we may never know. All you need to know is that they are arsewipes, and that you need to shoot on sight. Especially the young ones. I hope you liked this episode taking a look at the biggest bastards on wings in the Mojave. If you did, why not leave a like? I love reading comments, so get them in there. Any suggestions for future content or videos you would like me to do are very much appreciated and welcome. If you want to help me grow, share this video on as many social media sites as you can, especially Reddit. Tell everyone. If you want to contact me regarding business, send me a private message either here or on Twitter, and I will get back to you as soon as possible. I hope to see you in my next episode, and until then, goodbye.